How's it going, everybody? Mr. Hudson here. And hey, do you remember Humanoid Studios? No? Just in case you need a refresher, Humanoid Studios, or well, supposedly it's Humanoid Origin now since they had a name change, is the company that Casey Hudson founded a couple of years ago, and they are working on a new sci-fi game. Now, the question is, what type of game is this other than sci-fi? Is it like an RPG game? Is it an action game? What is it? It's hard to say, but Casey Hudson, at least, is I would say, like the project leader, essentially, because he's the one who started this studio. And in case you don't know who the hell Casey Hudson is, he is the one who people generally refer to as the father of Mass Effect. Mass Effect is his brainchild. And since, well, this entire channel was started as a passion project for Mass Effect, to say that I'm a little bit excited about his next project that is not in any way tied down by publishers or whatnot, it's just an exciting time to see, you know, this new startup that's working on a new game, and you can't help but think that this might be that Mass Effect spiritual successor that people kind of have been hoping to see, other than, you know, the Mass Effect sequel, of course, that's coming out in a few years. In any case, Casey Hudson went on X, formerly known as Twitter, and essentially gave this little update saying it's so hard to be working on exciting stuff and not being able to share it with you, so we put on a few new concepts and other teasery bits in here. And Humanoid Studios, of course, mentioned that they updated their website, so let's check that out and let's see what's new with it, okay? So you might remember that I made a video quite some time ago where I essentially covered this company. Back then they also just had a web page, but it seems like we're finally getting to see some behind the scenes footage of what's going on over at this new company, what type of game they're actually building here. Now, this is a looped video, and we can't really gather too much about it, but it seems like they've really grown their team this time around, because as far as I remember, they weren't very many on the first, when I first covered the entire thing. But now we can see that not only do they have concept art, they've even started working on coding the game and, adding seemingly graphics and stuff to the game. So it seems like they've really started working on this game for real, and that it's not just conceptualized anymore. From the small bits that I can find about this little teaser playing in the background is that there seems to be something about a space station. There seems to be some form of importance surrounding a space station. Now, I'm not sure if that's just one space station out of several, but I would imagine, because it's Casey Hudson, right? They're probably gonna go along the lines of something that's reminiscent maybe of Mass Effect, maybe even Starfield. We see a lot of, alien imagery here, so it's very likely this is going to be a very high sci-fi game, right? Now, again, my bet is that it's going to be an RPG because, again, we know Mass Effect as an RPG. Of course, he can do whatever he wants with this game. The people over at Humanoid Origins seemingly has a lot of creative freedom, so you never know. Maybe it's just going to be an action game, a third-person shooter. Who knows? In any case, I think this is the same text there has been before, but what I really like about Humanoid Origin really is the fact that Casey and I guess the other leadership at the company seems to make a big point out of creative freedom, and that everybody has a real say in or how the final product really comes together. And of course, we have a few new concept art pieces here, showcasing again that it's probably going to be some form of exploratory game. You're going to explore maybe planets, maybe one planet, maybe it's just set on one planet, who knows. But here we seemingly have an astronaut or an explorer of some sorts, and some weird, I guess, structures over there. And then we have another shot of the space station. I'm not sure if we've seen this one before, but again, this seems like a luxurious place to be at. And then this one is kind of old. I remember this one being on the webpage before. And then we have some shots of the people working there now, and these are actually new ones. So again, we see that they're really discussing and really coming together as a team, which is, again, it's a good thing to see when people are enjoying working together, and hopefully they really do over there. Of course, they need a lot of more people to hire, but so far it's looking pretty interesting. I'm super excited for what type of project this is gonna be. Now, again, it's not just Casey Hudson that, has the final say in everything, but to say that it's, it's exciting is an understatement. And, what I mean by that is that the entire team is super important, and I think that's really a positive thing to see out of this new development, I guess. I'm just super excited for this. I hope we get to see more stuff in the future. And again, I might do a deep dive of this, a little update in the future, but for now, I don't really know how to pause this looping video in the background. But I'll see what I can do. In any case, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'm super curious as to how excited you guys are for this. Maybe you aren't for some reasons, or maybe you are. Anyway, I should go. Mr. Holton signing out.